Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to read some more of these scary stories, and let's just get right into it. This one is called The Dead Man's Brains. This scary story is a scary game that people play at Halloween's, but it can play whoever the spirit moves you to. The players sit in a circle in a dark room and listen to a storyteller to describe the rotten remains of a corpse. Each part is passed around for them to feel. In one version, a player is out of his or her screams or gasps with fright. In another version, everyone stays at the end no matter how scared they got. Here is the story. Once in this town, there lived a man named Brown. It was years ago on this night that this at this night that he was murdered out of spite. He was here his remains. First, let's feel his brains. And in reality, it was totally something different. I don't know if I should say it or not. Well, in reality, it's a wet, squishy tomato. Now here they are, his eyes still frozen with surprise. 2 peeled grapes. And this is his nose, a chicken bone. Here is his ear, like a dry fruit. And here is his hand, rotten flesh and bone, a cloth or a rubber glove with mud or ice. But his hair still grows, a handful of corn silk or wet fur or yarn. And his heart still beats now and then, a piece of raw liver. And his blood still flows, and still dip your fingers in it. It's nice and warm. A bowl of cat syrup thin with warm water. And that's it, except for those worms. They were the ones that ate the rest of him. A handful wet cooked noodles. And here is a picture. And I'm going to be reading about two more stories. Maybe 3, another one, but we'll see. But this one is called May I Carry Your Basket? Sam Lewis spent the evening playing chess at his friend's house. It was about midnight when they finished their game, and he started home. Outside, it was icy cold and as quiet as a grave. As he came around the corner in the road, he was surprised to see a woman walking ahead of him. She was carrying a basket covered with white cloth. When he caught up to her, he looked to see who it was. She was so bundled up against the cold. It was hard to see her face. "Good evening," said Sam. "What brings you out so late?" She didn't answer. Then he said, "May I carry your basket?" She handed it to him. From under the cloth, a small voice saying, "It was very nice to meet you." And that was followed with wild laughter. Sam was so startled and dropped the basket and rolled the woman's head. He looked at the head and stared at the woman. "It's her head!" she cried, and he started to run. The woman and the head began to chase him. As soon as the head caught up to him, it bounded into the air and sunk its teeth into his left leg. Sam screamed with pain and ran faster. But the woman and her head stayed right behind stayed behind. Soon the head leaped into the air and by his other leg. Then they were gone. And then there was just a picture of a basket. And then I'm going to read this one, and it's called Other Dangers. Most of the scary stories in this book have been passed down over the years, but the one in this chapter have been told only in recent times. But the stories that young people often tell about dangers we faced in our lives today. And here's a picture. I'm probably going to stop right there. And if you guys like this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe. And if you guys like these stories, please let me know by doing so. And please share these videos so your family and friends and other people can subscribe. And I hope you guys do too. And so our family can grow. And so you guys can see other videos I'm making. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.